So how's everybody doing? We're here with another Take a Peek episode. This time we're doing Titanfall. Now, Titanfall's a pretty awesome game. I am going to open up with just ignoring what they're saying in the background. This is the end of one of the campaigns. Let's see. Gotta think real quick. What do I want to go for this one?
Please stand by for your new Vice Admiral.
I'll do Double Agent instead.
We are still 2 years.
So these are burn cards. I'm going to start with burn cards right away. You get burn cards all the time, and you have a whole bunch of different burn cards that you can get from doing different challenges in the game. Challenges are all sorts of different stuff. So play for 10 hours. That's just time stuff. You get stuff for kills. So get a kill while ejecting. We'll talk more about this in a little bit. I'm trying to talk fast because I need to set up my Titan.
We've got a lot of killing to do.
Okay, yeah. It has the accelerator now. I'm sticking with the extended mag, actually. The extended mag's cool. So for Titans, this is what your basic Titan. It comes in 3 different chassis, have 3 different abilities. All your weapons. And it comes with a bunch of different ordnance and a bunch of different kits you can apply onto it. Same thing goes for pilots. There's a whole bunch of different, well, not a whole bunch. There's like a dozen weapons in the game, which doesn't sound like much, but each weapon is very specific and very unique in of itself. Now I'm opening up with a game real quick, and I can talk more about what the game itself after this game finishes. You notice I don't have my camera on. It's because it lags a little bit with the camera. It'll still lag a little bit because I'm recording, but the game performance itself is actually usually really good. And the game looks a lot better than this. I have the graphical settings set to almost the bare minimum so that I can record this video for you guys. So we're going to go right in, starting with Made Men. And this is the campaign. This is the complete story that you're seeing. Everything that's happening. You don't get a lot to work with here. Alright, let's go. So this is a hardpoint domination map. It means we're trying to collect all these different areas. A, B, and C. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are all the areas we want to have. Oh my god, I missed. Okay, start off with Fast Learner. So you can burn 1 burn card at any time. That's A. Go for B and C. You can burn a burn card at any time. You get 1 per life. And once you use it, it's used, it's gone. You'll never get it back. Yeah, I know there's hostiles there. I'm also going for C. Going for C. Good. So what's really cool about this game is it comes with the parkour ability, which is very unique to Titanfall. Now they did this to Brink. However, this works a lot better for Titanfall, I would say, than it does for Brink. Actually, we control all hard points, so I just need to kind of chill for now. So you can see I can wall run here. There's a dude over here. Kaboom! That was a satchel charge. Just blow a high explosive on him, no problem. Let's see if I can... Ah, frick, I missed. Ah, I missed again. That put me in a really awkward position. Let's trying to get up here. And you can wall hang if you have the extended parkour kit. You can sit here and you can wall hang for quite a while. It looks like A is gone. So hold all the points till the very end of the game. You can see the score in the bottom left. I'm playing as the IMC. The opponents are the militia. And hold all the points, or get to the designated score point first to win. Yeah, I know there's hostiles. There's always hostiles. Boom! There goes the arc mines. Alright. So I'm using the smart pistol. A lot of people call the smart pistol cheating. I disagree. It actually does take some skill to use because you can see there's time that it takes to lock on. There we go. but it does auto-aim. It's basically like using an aim bot that takes a little bit of time to charge up the aiming reticle. It's actually very helpful. And it's very good for players like me who are not very accurate in first-person shooters. So this is a Titan. Get on top of a friendly Titan here, and I can shoot off the back of him, or I can jump on top of an enemy Titan that just blew up, and I can blow him up from the inside. Whoa, explosions. There are arc mines all over the place, but that's okay. They don't do any actual damage to me. They just disrupt all that you saw there. Okay, down here, so if you look on the map, the orange dots are enemies. I can see that because of one of the kits I have. It allows me to see orange dots that are AI enemies. So the specters you see here, that's a specter, and these grunts as well. Now, the AI in this game is terrible. They're not going to do any meaningful damage to you. Oh, hi. Okay, so I managed to jump onto a friendly, even though I wasn't trying to. Well, that's mine. Alright, so I'm just jumping into this Titan right here, show you guys what it's like to be in a Titan. It's a lot of fun. This is actually pretty much a one-sided battle. Let's fire a missile in there. Blow it up. Oh, double kill. Cluster missile, when you fire a cluster missile, it has the initial explosion that drops a whole bunch of smaller explosions. And those smaller explosions are what killed the guy that was in there. Okay, this guy's an auto Titan, so this is an enemy Titan, but it's controlled by the AI. And I can just sit here and shoot on him because there's so many other Titans around here, it's like whatever. Okay, damage core. So each Titan comes with a type of core. The Atlas has the damage core. The Strider, a much more agile Titan, comes with a dash core, so you can have unlimited dashing movements like this. And the Ogre Titan comes with a shield core, which will boost your shield strength. I think like double your shields and instantly recharge them. If like your shields are down, so you see there's 2 bars at the very top of the screen. The big chunky ones are your health that do not regenerate, and the small one above that kind of wraps around is your shields. Those do regenerate.
You're gonna lecture me about loyalty. You change your uniform like you're changing.
Die! Got him.
In the end, against faceless machines and people like you who fight only for a paycheck, we will win.
So, let's see. Yeah, I know I have the damage core. I don't need the damage core. There's not any Titans to worry about. Oh, hi. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh crap, I gotta sneeze. Oh, I don't want to sneeze. Don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze. Whoa! 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 What's hitting me? What's hitting me? Wow. I just got hit by a whole bunch of missiles. So these specters, they're pretty much worthless, but if you let them hit your Titan, they will do some serious damage to your Titan. So we've already almost won this game. This has been a very one-sided battle. It's very uncharacteristic of this game. Usually they're very close. This was very easy. Not a great representation of what an actual game is like. Die. I don't know where you are, but die. You can see I don't care too much about accuracy. Just kind of spray in there and intimidate and kill. However, I can kill you. Hello, Spectre. There we go. Kill the Spectre. Capturing. Contested. So there's someone back here. Spectres will be able to get him. You see, I really can't see up there. It's not really easy to see. Whoa, hi. So you can run over guys that are on the ground, just crush them. Just outright crush them. So that was a complete and total dominating victory. So you go into the epilogue in the campaign, and basically that means the enemy pilots want to get away in their dropship. Whoa, my goodness. Okay, boom. Okay, so I got a damage core online, so I could just deal a ton of extra damage. Oh, that guy got executed. That guy got executed. What's up? Whoop.
Shutting down transmission with the enemy.
Hi. Can you see the intercept? That's how long it's going to be until excuse me, until it reaches 4, 3, 2, 1, shoot it. See its health right below my health. You can see it going down pretty fast. It's because everyone's laying into it. Reload, and there goes the dropship. Pilot assist, killed the dropship. So no one can escape. No one gets away. We kill everyone, everything, in a total domination. Really not a fair showing of what the game is like. Wasn't able to show off too much parkour. But the parkour is really good in this game. It's done very well, and it's a lot of fun.
The destruction of furniture and the loss of many robotics factories has put us on.
So again, I have the subtitles on. There's story going on in the background. Not much is really explained, but what I really love about this game and hate about it at the same time is there is so much wonder. There's such a sense of wonder for this entire game. You can create such a fantastic world out of this, and they are going to add more to the game. At the very least, map packs plus a whole bunch of other stuff on top of it later. They did say they were going to add more with the season pass. I'm hoping they add more to the story, because they can really do a lot with this game. However, talking more about the basics of this game, since I was kind of rushed in that first minute doing the intro and briefly explaining burn cards and such, by doing the last mission, this pops up. This was the IMC. So, you arrived at the end of the IMC campaign. Again, you may be a seasoned veteran, but the frontier is far from won. So you don't get anything for redoing it over and over. You get XP for every game. I did 4 challenges. We'll look at those in a moment. So it gave me a ton of experience. You get burn cards. So I got burn cards for hitting level 45. So these are some of the challenges you can do. I've played the game for 10 hours now. I used the cluster missile, what I was talking about earlier, that got me that double kill. That was really awesome. The missile that explodes into a bunch of other bombs. That's the cluster missile. Love it. The satchel charge I used earlier. Showed that off pretty early on. And MVP, I was the top scoring player on my team, so I got MVP. It was the 25th time I had done that. Since you can see I haven't been in a Titan for 2 hours. I mostly stay as a pilot. But the Titan's a lot of fun. And headshots with the chain gun, that was the Titan weapon that just kept firing. Those are 6 of the many challenges in the game. So you get experience for kills, both on pilots and on the NPC grunts and specters. Auto Titans and Titan kills go without saying. You also get experience for assisting, so you don't have to worry about kill stealing. Just get the kills. Everyone gets experience. You get all sorts of stuff depending on the game mode you're playing in. Again, challenges. Accuracy bonus does help. The kill streak bonus does help, but the kill streaks are only really for experience points, not for anything else. And if you kill someone when they're using a burn card, you get experience for that. And so you have 1 open slot because I was only able to use 1. So I'll just decisive action, throw that in there. So 40 seconds off of being able to get a Titan. So that means I can summon my Titan 40 seconds earlier. Normally it's like, what, a 3-minute wait from the beginning of the game? Take 40 seconds off and I get my Titan that much faster. Or I could do Urban Renewal and kill a bunch of Spectres and get my Titan that much faster. You know, based on how many Spectres I kill. There are a ton of types of burn cards, from more lethal weapons to more effective pilot abilities. Didn't show that off too much. I have active radar, which is very helpful. The radar pulse. You can have camo, cloaking, stealth, that sort of stuff, as well as being able to see the minions on the minimap. Adrenaline transfusion is probably my favorite, but I only use it when I can really have a lot of fun with it. You go really fast, heal really fast, and just in general I like this super soldier. It's amazing. But the game comes in campaign, has 9 missions. You play on both sides, the IMC and the militia. And beating the campaign will unlock the Ogre chassis. Beating on one side will give you the Strider, both sides will give you the Ogre. Personally, I like the Atlas. It's good for newbies, it's well balanced, it's pretty effective. But all 3 are very good. And again, you can have a whole bunch of different kits that come with each. And I encourage you to look at those yourself if you get the game for yourself. You can do a lot of really cool things, and just looking at it without playing the game isn't going to really tell you much, so I'm not going to show too much about it. However, I will show you that you can always go back and relook at what your last game was, but the game also tracks your kill records, so you can see how well you've been doing, and total overall stats over time, how much time you've played as what, and how much you've done doing what, how much distance you've covered. Your accuracy with weapons, and just other miscellaneous stuff. You can see I haven't hacked any Spectres. Probably should, at least a little bit. Again, the weapon I like to use is the Smart Pistol. You can see I've expended a decent amount of ammo, and 71% accuracy for an aimbot. Very rarely does the Smart Pistol miss, but it sometimes does. I've had it happen, and it is a pain in the butt. Very rarely does it happen. It has a really good training program, full training pilot or Titan training. The training program's really good. I have another video of it, entire video dedicated to the training. I recommend checking it out if you're interested in how the game mechanics work a little bit more. Going into challenges, just for example, Ordnance, Satchel Charge. So you can see kill 150 enemies, kill 50 pilots, kill 30 grunts. Pretty straightforward. There are 5 tiers to pretty much every one of these. But that sort of stuff is the same. So I already looked at mobility. It's like melee, so kill pilots, just get kills, get lots of pilots. Execution is coming up behind someone and turning their head around. I can't really show that effectively. It's a rare thing, but it's fun. You can also get an execution as a Titan by ripping someone out of their Titan. We saw that at the very end when I was shooting at the guy, but he wasn't going down because he was engaged in melee combat. We saw an execution. And just general stuff. Play 100 rounds, win 50 rounds, be MVP. You can see you get Ghost Squad. I have no idea what that is. Never seen that. Adrenaline Infusion and Echo Vision. And then Rainmaker. I already got that. Rodeoing is jumping on top. I did that to a bunch of friendlies. Wasn't able to show it off on enemy Titans. It was not an even match, unfortunately. Hacking Spectres, you can get experience and bonus burn cards for that. Massive Payload. Oh yeah, that's increased nuclear explosion, which I wasn't able to show off either. A lot of things I wasn't able to show in that game, but that just goes to show how much there really is to do in that game, because I did actually do a decent amount. If you go to Play Classic, you can see it comes with your standard attrition and hardpoint games. Also, your last Titan standing, which is basically like your last man standing, but everyone's in a Titan. Capture the flag. And Hunter be hunted for Pilot Hunter. Go hunt down the enemy pilot. Or Variety Pack, play any 5 of these. You can see with the scroll bar here, they're planning on adding more. You have your own personal lobby. You can set up with your own personal team through Origin. You can grab people from your friends list and whatever, go away. And just throw them into, this is the only way you can get a private lobby. That's the biggest complaint I have to say about Titanfall, is that it doesn't have a private lobby. That is the biggest complaint. You are not able to set up a 5v5, or sorry, a 6v6 match with another team. With your team and someone else's team, you're not able to set up a match, and that is the problem that I have with this game. No private lobbies. I think they're going to add support soon. They better add support soon if they want this to ever take off. But the hype is definitely, it's there, and you'll see reviews saying believe the hype, and you know, go in with realistic expectations. It is still a first-person shooter. Go through just pilot training real quick to be shown some of what's going on. But it is still a first-person shooter. There's really no getting around it. It's a first-person shooter that has a lot of potential with the story. It has a lot of potential with the environment, with everything. I mean, this game, it really should be a lot more flushed out than it is. And if they make a second Titanfall game, or if they get a real expansion pack that adds a real single-player campaign, that would be amazing. And including fighting on the ships. All you do is fight on planets, not on ships. And that is a little frustrating. You can see the load time is a little bit long. It's another complaint I have.
Simulator
And I just
initializing.
skip through this. Okay. This is how the game starts. You just jump right in and jumps straight into the pilot training pod. And it just teaches you how to move. Can I...
Please walk.
There we go.
through the tunnel
Okay.
in front of you.
Go through.
Sprint.
I want to show off a little bit more of this free running. And the easiest way to do that is in training. There we go.
Jump over the obstacle.
It won't let me wall run
Complete
yet.
Distance. Jump while sprinting.
Yeah, it won't let me wall run yet. Okay. It also won't let me double jump yet. Fine, I won't double jump.
Jump toward the edge of a surface.
And you
to
can
pull
mantle.
yourself up.
Pretty standard basic parkour. Okay, now it'll let me do some wall running, and this is where the game really shines, is the wall running mechanic. This is my
As a
favorite
pilot, your most
part of the
important
game, and
piece
it's the
of gear
most
is your jump
fun
kit,
in a
which
game that
allows
I
you
have
to
ever
run
had.
on
Is just
walls.
running
Wall
up,
run
whoop,
across the gap
there
to
we go.
proceed.
Run up here, run, jump
Wall
off,
runs can be chained
run up
together
here
to
because I
travel
can,
far.
run,
Try jumping from one wall drop
and
to
jump.
another.
And you can see I was about to fall, but I didn't, because the wall running
Well
system
done.
is just so good in this that you can just run and just jump all over the place. You can jump from wall to wall. See if I can pull off a jump from wall to wall here. Will it let me double jump? It does not let me double jump yet. Yeah, no double jumping yet. That's okay, you can still do it with a single jump. Whoop, that was close. But you can see I even ran on this edge here, like where you'd normally mantle, you can even run on the edges. And that is just amazing. The parkour system in this game is phenomenal. Freeform wall run, there we go. This is probably where it'll actually let me do it.
Use sprinting, jumping, and
So,
wall
jump,
running to
jump,
make your way to
jump.
the exit.
Up here. Jump, 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 jump. Just like that. And you can stay up here. Very not really realistic at all with how high you can constantly stay. But this will give you your height advantage. You saw me using this a little bit, but not a whole lot. But if you master doing parkour, you're going to be a lot better off than a lot of your opponents, especially if you can jump up here and then wall hang. There you go. Suddenly you have this whole area you can see, and everyone's going to be... Whoa, shit. Oh, crap. That was a bad jump. That was just a bad jump. But everyone's going to be looking down here, and they're going to be looking at this door, right? But if you're sitting all the way up there, you know, if I'm running down here... Now, if I'm down here and I'm running down here, this is kind of blocking my view. So I'm just going to run down here, whatever. But if I'm looking here and my goal, I'm looking right up here, I'm not going to see someone that's hanging all the way up there. But if I'm hanging up there, then I can see someone and take care of them. And that's where the parkour really comes in. Because being able to do the parkour is... That's what will give you the advantage. And that is, again, that's where the game shines, is this parkour mechanic. Obviously, this is designed for easy parkouring. But it's, a lot of the levels are designed around parkour. A complaint people do have is the game does not feature destructible terrain at all. There is no destructible terrain.
Extend your natural jumping ability.
And
you can jump once more after leaving
that's
the
both
ground
good and
to
bad.
cover even more distance. Wait
I don't think
longer
there should be
before
destructible
starting the
terrain,
second
because then
jump.
all this parkour mechanic
Jump
would
and
go
mantle into
completely
the
to
hole
waste.
above to proceed.
I feel like they could do a lot with it potentially, like having a ship crash in the middle or having Titans become
Use
part of the
wall
terrain.
running
I feel like they
and
could do an
double
awful
jumping to
lot
make your way to the
with the parkour mechanic and destructible terrain. But that was clearly not necessarily in their minds when they made this. And understandably, it would be very chaotic and it would definitely test your parkour capabilities if the terrain was constantly changing.
Excellent navigation.
Now, being able to run around all this area is no big deal. This is all designed to be run around in, and as are most maps. But that doesn't mean that it couldn't be a really cool thing to have, you know, this fall, and then how are you going to get from, you know, from point A to point B, because obviously you can't reach there with normal jumping. Well, crap, you know, if that wall's not there, I guess I need to run up this wall, and then, boom, I'm up here. You know, it really tests your parkouring capabilities. However, this game is very noob-friendly, and I like that. It's not necessarily a hardcore shooter, and that'll turn some people away, certainly. But I believe it's actually a very good thing. You can see cloak. Obviously, the AI doesn't notice you if you're cloaked.
Cloaking does not last forever.
And you can see a cloak meter down there. It's just talking about your own little abilities. Cloaking is what you start with. It's really good. Cloaking is really good, but after a while you kind of notice the shimmer, and it's really easy to find cloaked pilots, especially with the smart pistol. I do recommend people use the smart pistol. Okay, here we go. This is an execution I wanted to show you guys. It's really cool.
Get close to the target to melee.
Boom.
If you
Turn his head
melee
around.
Opponent from behind, you will perform an execution. Meleeing an enemy from the
Let's go, 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 go.
Risk of death.
Always be on the walls.
Pull your
Switch, 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 switch,
The
switch,
weapon
switch,
is
switch.
empty. Load a fresh magazine.
Alright, load. Okay,
This
smart
is the
pistol.
smart pistol.
So be able to show this a little bit more.
Auto-targeting weapon.
Auto-targeting
Get
weapon,
close
yes
enough
it
to a
is.
valid target, and the smart pistol will start locking on. Wait for a full
So-
lock before pulling the trigger.
Wait for the dialogue to finish,
smart
and
pistol to
smart
neutralize
pistol.
the
This is what I was using. Instantly locks on.
Target
Boom.
eliminated.
Dead. Easy. Done.
The
Gone.
smart pistol can lock on to more than
Lock
one
onto more than
target.
one target. Yes, it can. So if you jump
Eliminate
down
all
in
of
the air,
targets with
boom,
the
boom,
smart
boom.
pistol.
4
Targets
shots, no
neutralized.
problem.
Some enemies, especially
And pilots, they take a little bit more times this way. This is how the game is balanced.
Kill the pilot
As you
with your
see-
smart pistol.
You see that time? In that short time frame that it took to lock, let me show you again. Boom, boom, boom. In that short time frame, I could easily die. They could
your
use a
smart pistol
shotgun.
to
They
neutralize
could
the
use this rifle here this guy's got. No problem. Like, I could easily die in the time it takes for the smart pistol to lock on, and that's why it's not an absurd weapon. It's very good for newbies, and it really helps in attrition for killing grunts. It's a big grunt killer.
Switch to your rifle. To take a more
So,
calculated shot,
this
you
typical
can
iron
aim
sights, a
down
little
the
bit of
sights
floating.
your weapon.
Works pretty
Destroy
well.
all of the targets in the shooting range.
But you can see it's pretty smooth. You can see the accuracy. It works really well. Get close, see if I can turn you around. There, you can see a smiley face
All targets eliminated without a
on
magazine slot.
the robots.
Your
Those are
ammunition
wonderful.
conservation has been noted.
You have grenades, arc grenades, satchels, and arc mines.
Throw
We
a
saw
grenade into each of the windows.
all the keys are key binding, pretty easy.
4 out of 4. Nicely done.
But yeah, there's not really much more to say about this game. It's a very long tutorial.
That scenario initialized. Destroy all
A very
opposition
long
in the
tutorial indeed. Alright, so this is just killing grunts, and these are grunts that are just as good as you'll find in the game.
Display. Look for the small dots on your minimap to find all the enemy troops.
What's up? See? Whoop. I'll go this way. Oh, 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 wait, oh. What's up? You see the grunts are really not a challenge at all. Oh, jeez.
Death simulation has been disabled.
I would have died
As a
there.
pilot,
But that's just
when
showing
your
off that
screen
the grunts
turns
are
red,
really not that
you're
much of a
close to
challenge in
death.
this game.
Avoid
You
taking
know, there's a
damage
whole
for a
bunch of them.
short
They were all
time,
shooting at me
and
from
your
a whole
health
bunch of
will
different angles, and it
restabilize.
took that long
Once
and
the
that
red
many to
tint
kill
on
me.
your screen fades away, you have fully
But the
recovered.
grunts are not meant to be a challenge. They're not meant to kill players. They are meant to be fodder. They're filler
Minimal damage
and they
sustained
work
during
really
live
well
fire exercise.
as
Well
filler.
done. Combat scenario initialized. Hostile Titanfall.
Hostile Titanfall.
imminent.
And a better look at the
Titans will not take
Titan.
substantial damage from small arms fire. Switch to your anti-Titan weapon.
Anti-Titan weapons. Wasn't able to show this off much either. You have a whole bunch of different
Destroy the
anti-Titan
Titan
weapons
with
you can
your
use.
anti-Titan weapon.
But the easiest way I find is... Oh, won't let me rodeo? Alright, fine. I'll use the Sidewinder. Dodge! And you can see the AI Titans. Death has been removed, so I would have been dead many times over by now. Death has been removed.
Taking on a Titan is very dangerous, even with the right weaponry.
But the AI Titans are still kind of hard at
Pilots
tracking.
earn credit towards their next Titan drop by engaging in combat. Once your
This is
Titan
kind of a
built,
similar
you
situation
can
you'll
drop your
find. There's a
Titan
gap
onto the
between
battlefield.
buildings. Jump, no
To
problem.
continue, please initiate Titanfall.
If you want, you can wall hang on that. No, whatever. Call in my
Look to
Titan.
the sky to watch
So
your
it won't
Titan
drop
fall
up
into
here.
battle.
You can't drop a Titan up here. It'll always drop on the base level ground.
Get close to your Titan to mount up.
You can enter it two ways, from the top or from the front.
Titans
Most
are
people enter
designed
from
to
the
be a
front.
natural extension of the
The
pilot.
quad rocket, that's a fun one.
Firing your Titan's primary weapon is as easy as firing
Yeah, I
a
know.
pilot weapon.
Quad rocket.
Kill the hostiles arriving in drop pods.
Quad rocket's a lot of fun. It just comes down to using whatever works best for you. Again, you can just step on these guys. You see, I'm not getting any experience or really any confirmation other than a nice, good sounding crunch when they die. The quad rocket's a bitch when you use it against these guys. Boom! There's really no escape. Bye. But do be careful. Like I mentioned earlier with the Spectres, these guys will certainly do damage. They can kill your Titan if you're not careful. You know, they are a threat in mass. But if you pick them off one by one, or if you intimidate them with your Titan, yeah, see, they'll just run away. That's not a problem. It's when they come with a bunch of rocket launchers that it becomes a
Combat
problem.
Scenario complete.
I didn't even kill him. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. Exit training, don't show anything. Yes, skip an exit training. Don't show anything more of the training. That's pretty much all I have to say about the game. It's a lot of fun, but do understand it is still a first-person shooter. On the PC, it's very quiet. The community is quiet. There's very few people who use mics, and there's not a lot of talk. What talk there is usually very nice talk among players. So, at the very least, I can say the PC community is a good community. Still need to use the Kraber. I've never fired a Kraber. But it is, I've heard firing the Kraber is very similar to using like a sniper rifle in most other games, where it's just, you gotta lead your target. And yes, you have your shotgun, you have your standard automatic rifles, shotguns, and you have the smart pistols are primary, but for sidearms you have other 3 pistols, including a revolver. And then, of course, your anti-Titan weapons, which are all very powerful. Again, it comes down to what you want to use. There's a whole bunch of different stuff you can use in this game, so it's very customizable. But I feel like they also missed out on the ability to customize Titans and pilots a little bit further. Obviously, I can't really change my color. I can change my gender and my weapon loadout, and my weapon loadout determines what I look like. And for my Titans, I can change what my Titan chassis is. I can change it to, you know, a Strider or an Ogre, but I cannot change the color. I cannot personalize it, and I feel like they missed out on that part as well. As much as I really don't care about personalization, I would personalize my Titan. I mean, it's my shadow. It's a reflection of me. You know, this is something that I would actually be okay with personalizing, you know, customizing for myself, and say like, hey, that's my Titan. That's mine. And I know it's mine, and I can see it's mine, and everyone will see that Titan and know that it's me. Now, that's where I feel they really missed out on, that is dealing with these Titans and just customization in general. For 60 bucks, I'd say it's a high ask for 60 bucks, because what you see is what you get. Everything I just showed you is pretty much the entire game. There's nothing else. So I'd say 60 bucks is definitely a high ask, but at the same time, it's worth it. It's fun, and I do recommend picking it up. If you guys like first-person shooters, or if you want to get a good experience into the genre, definitely pick up Titanfall. It's a lot of fun. The negatives about it are pretty minor when you compare it to the fact that the game's done so well and the parkour system is just beautiful. So, out of 10, I mean, I'd give it a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. It's not a 10 out of 10, but what is, right? Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching this Take a Peek episode, and I will see you guys next time when I'm hopefully feeling a little bit better. So, see you guys later.